Hey guys, Kaz here from Surrey Auto Works. So this episode is about our Boosted Beach Buggy. We rescued this from someone's garden. Completely rebuilt it in this room and then took it all the way down to Cornwall. So there's lots of bits and pieces we did on it, including all the body and paint work, fitting a 20 valve turbo, building the full roll cage and fitting this crazy spoiler on the back. So we got things like our wheels from Northants tyres. We took care of all the running gear, all the electrics inside the car, and since then we've been hooning about to as many car shows as we can make it to. So now the car is all built and on the road, we're going to take you to Harding Autos to see how much brake horsepower this beast has got. And if you haven't seen the previous episodes, why not stop right here, go check them out, and then come back to this one. Well, here we are guys at Harding Auto Services, and the Beach Buggy is ready and waiting to get on the rolling road. We're also here to find out what map or what the ECU's got. So you may remember in the previous episodes, we at a last minute managed to pick up from Facebook Marketplace an ECU that was deimmobilised to get this running. Now, it was very cheap, it was available, and we needed it to get it running. So we grabbed it, plugged it in, it works. But we think it's over-fueling. So the aim of today is to get it on the rolling road, see what's going on, check out the map that's on the ECU, and see if we can remap it to run just a little bit better. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is plug into our handy OBD port and pull the file off the ECU so we can see what's actually on there. Right, I'm proper excited now. It's on the rolling road. They're just sorting out the file for the moment that we're going to put on there and see how it performs. So we're getting some flames coming out the back, hopefully. Carry on watching and yeah, let's see how much brake horsepower it's actually got. One other very important thing guys is you can buy us a coffee. So there's a link in the description where you can buy us a coffee. It helps us with projects like this and support the channel for future builds and episodes, keeping the content really interesting. Cheers guys. Right, so moving forwards, we've got Mike strapping down the car. It will be getting up to some serious speeds on this rolling road and you don't want it coming loose. The selector's not there for reverse. The only thing we changed was the intake manifold, because it's a BAM one turned around the other way, so the intake is this end. But the injectors were taken out the other one, put into this one. Right, so we need to come up with a plan. We believe we are over-fueling, like we said. You can definitely see from that last video, those wheels are not balanced at all, so we need to do something about that. And yeah, see what we can do. So we're running 5 bar at the minute on the fuel pump, and yeah, that's pretty mega, so we need to trim that down. It has got the fuel regulator in the back, so hopefully we can alter that to bring the fueling down, stop it overfueling. You probably noticed as well there was a bit of a flame out the back. This is what we've been speaking about, that it's basically overfueling at the minute, so fingers crossed we can trim it down a little bit with a map, and yeah, hopefully we can and then start making some good brake horsepower. Okay, so we have found an issue. It's actually got 7 bar of pressure on the fuel rail system. So that Bosch pump that we've got is well over fueling at the minute. So we're now frantically searching for a pressure regulator that we can put in line and then try and bring it down. So what's happening at the minute is there's so much pressure in the fuel system. As soon as the injectors open, they're spraying so much fuel in at that precise moment and then shutting off again. It's basically overfueling. So yeah, fingers crossed we can find a regulator. The guys here at Harding are searching around to see if they've got one. I've got the guys back at the workshop searching for one. Hopefully we come at trumps and we can get this sorted out. I probably should add that it should be running around 3 bar of pressure, and the stock pump should only be putting out about 5 maximum. So that's that pump that we actually fitted under here. Let me just spin the camera around. So that's that pump that we actually fitted in there. It's the Bosch equivalent. So yeah, that shouldn't be putting that much pressure onto this fuel rail. We reckon the fuel rail is still working, but when it does open, it's got so much pressure behind it. It's one of them moments. Will we find the bits? Can we continue? Stay watching. Right guys, so that's it for today. We've got a fuel pressure issue that we need to deal with, so we're going to get a regulator that we can actually adjust and then come back here in a couple of days time when they've got some more time to spend on it. I want to try and get those wheels balanced up as well, but I think, yeah, join us in a minute when we're back here doing more. Hey guys, so you join us back where we're taking the wheels off the buggy. We've got a cunning little device to actually balance these wide 5 or 5x205 wheels. I'll show you that. We need to do that because, as you probably saw on the rolling road, this thing was shaking all over the place, and I intend to drive this fairly quick on the road in a few days time. So yeah, let's get them on the balancer and show you how we're doing it. Right, so what we've got is actually a little adapter. So let me spin the camera around and show you. This is actually an adapter plate, and it's threaded in there. So this will go onto our balancer perfectly, and this will bolt to the wheel with the little, get the camera in the right place, there we go. So this will bolt the adapter to that wheel with the little stumpy bolts, so we can then put the wheel onto that and actually balance it. So anybody that's got some wide 5 wheels that wants them balancing, contact us and we can take care of that for you. We've already done 3 of the wheels. They're now on the car. Nice 928S there that we're working on. Nice little MG as well we're working on. And Brian has just pulled out all of the spark plugs and the extremely difficult one that's right underneath there. And we are taking out the plugs that the car came with and actually upgrading them for these ones. So they're NGKs, and they are BCPR7ES. Hopefully you guys can read that on there. They're an actual upgrade for this engine, we've been told, so we're sticking them in. The guys that were doing the dyno yesterday said they recommended those. The older ones had a much smaller, is this the old ones here, yeah? Yeah. These had much smaller, see if that'll focus. Will that focus? Focus on my hand, there we go. Yeah, much smaller tip. and you can see how much carbon is on there and black soot from overfueling. So hopefully with a better spark we're going to get that better. We're also opting, whilst we've got everything out, we are pulling the standard core packs out and upgrading for some NGKs. So if I can just get in there and get that number, these are the ones we're using. Because it's bolt down, we're keeping the original bolt down because it is open to the elements. We don't really want to get any water down in there either. So I think that's a good upgrade. Put those NGK ones in, get that done. So yeah, we'll get all this finished up, get the last wheel balanced up, and you'll join us at the rolling road again. Let's do this. And as if like magic, we're back. So, yesterday we actually installed a fuel pressure regulator to the back of the engine. So we can now control the fuel pressure. We've turned that down to 3 bar. It's just under 3 bar on tick over and just over 3 bar on boost. They're just strapping it all down at the moment. We've flashed a new file onto the ECU. And let me spin that round. So we've got the laptop plugged into the OBD point, and we're just running a new file on there at the minute to trim the fueling down slightly, and then we'll start watching the readouts as we bring it up and yeah, see how it's doing. Fingers crossed we get a nice even power, and we don't want massive big flames coming out the back anymore where it was overfueling. Although it looked wicked, it needs to be practical and drivable, so that's the plan. I suppose we need to keep an eye on the fuel pressure as well when it goes on to boost, just see what that goes over to. That could just need tweaking down a little bit.
Electric, isn't it?
No, it's mechanical. Yeah, that mechanical one. So
that's why you want to plug it.
yeah, so when it comes over on boost, obviously it's opening more up. If it's going too much, we can take that down a little bit if we need to.
Yeah.
Right guys, so we're just planning to do our first pull, only to about 3,000 revs, just coming into boost, well, on boost I should say. They're just messing around with the mixture again at the minute, just tuning it up a little bit. Let's see what it does. Probe come out. Right, so we're going to go for pull number 2 now. Lovely. And there we have it guys, so yeah, 160 brake horsepower, very nice and smooth, very nice and even. I'm going to enjoy the driving of it now. Let's do this.